Okay, I decided to make a new video with new findings and a much more better controlled test with an entire scene for context of how the aliasing problem may manifest or not at all, and also a blown up version of the aliasing issue so that it's easy to see both in context, right? So these are some short listed resolutions and frame rates and codecs that I've already done, and I wanted to see which one works the best for me. So right now in 6K 420 10L 25p, it looks very good. I think this is the best detail resolution resolve the camera can resolve. So this is the golden standard, I think. For 50p 5.9K is actually also quite good, and it starts to degrade a little bit at 5.1K, but there is a trade-off and a benefit over here because this is the only open gate the S1 Mark II can do at 50p. So if open gate settings would probably be 6K 25p and 5.1K 50p. I think that's reasonable. And the slight degradation in the aliasing and oversharpening, I think this is reasonable. For 4K, if I wanted to shoot in 4K, I think the only way is to use the APS-C crop or the pixel to pixel. As you can tell, the quality of the lines, the quality of the detail resolution cleans up a lot from this to this. So 25p APS-C crop in 4K 422 10L is good, and 4K 422 10L 50p APS-C is also very good. As we get to 100p full frame with the crop, 4K 420 looks actually not bad. Surprisingly, this is the best 4K quote-unquote full frame recording mode this camera has. And to clean this up even more, we have to drop the camera into APS-C, and that will be a very good result over here. So once again, 4K APS-C or pixel to pixel is the best quality. Next will be the S&Q. I found the S&Q to exhibit a lot more problems. So actually, if high frame rate and quality is something that you're after, I believe shooting it in the normal mode is better than going to S&Q, because I think the camera is doing a lot of funky stuff to compute the slow and quick stuff. So 5.1K 420 60 over 25p in S&Q is actually reasonable. I think this is a pass. This is starting to fail, and I think the extra 15 frames, I don't think it's worth the overall quality degradation, because this is a lot better than this. And CinemaScope 4K, while you do get the full width of the sensor and you get that cool aspect ratio, I think the degradation starts to show. Maybe this is good for fun, but if you're after some version of quality, I don't think this is useful for anything. This is useful. 5.1K 420 60 over 25. Moving on, 4K 120 over 25p in APS-C crop. This is very useful. This looks very good. Unfortunately, it's the APS-C crop. So the only way we can get our quote-unquote full frame 100p is to shoot it in normal mode and not in S&Q. And if it's 120 you're after, APS-C crop, I think is the only way to do this. And Full HD, just for fun, to shoot some bees or whatever, I think this is at this point, I think we can just abandon the idea of quality and just shoot something for documentation purposes. The 4K full frame resolution really has issues. So if the 6K here is the golden standard for detail resolution, this is where it starts to fall apart. 4K, the downsampling has a lot of issues. So you can see this is good, this is bad, right? So it doesn't really matter whether it's 422 10i intra or 422 10L, 420 10L. All of them exhibit the same anti-aliasing, aliasing issues, because this is what it should be and this is what it should not be. However, 4K APS-C crop is perfect. This is what it should be, because that looks very similar to this. So 4K APS-C crop is good, and it doesn't really matter whether you're in 42210i, L, or 42010L. That's just color fidelity, but we're talking about details. Details wise, 4K APS-C crop is good, and actually pixel to pixel crop is even cleaner. This is the pixel to pixel crop. You can see that the diagonal line is very uniform and even. This is the APS-C crop. You can see that some of them starts to exhibit a little bit of a clumping here, clumping here, clumping here. And I believe the reason for this is that the downsampling has an algorithm where it skips dynamically. So here it is maintaining a uniform pixel resolution, and I think here is where it starts to skip a few more lines, and here it skips even more, and then it starts to trail off into a much more even resolution, and then here it starts to skip a few more lines, and then here it leaves it back to a uniform grid. I think that's why the full frame version of the downsampling is so bad, because I think it's just not doing a good job, and then I think there's over sharpening to try and solve the issues, and you start to get color blotches here. It's really quite terrible in my opinion, the full frame 4K downsampling, or some people might call it supersampling. So that's my proof that 6K being this good and 4K being this bad, to state my case that this camera should not shoot in 4K. So these will be my camera settings that I'm going to set after this video. 6K 25p full frame, open gate. 4K 25p APS-C. 5.9K 50p full frame, not open gate. 5.1K 50p full frame, open gate. 4K 50p APS-C. 4K 100p full frame with a slight crop. 4K 100p APS-C, and S&Q will be 5.1K 60/25p full frame, open gate. 4K and 120/25p APS-C, and Full HD 180/25p APS-C crop. Yep, I hope that was useful to you, because it was super useful for me. I just don't know how to present this in a more entertaining way. I'm always doing this at night. I need to sleep, and I'm lazy to film my face. So it will be a faceless video, and hopefully this little section over here on good 25p settings. No, it will be this little section over here on good 25p settings, good 50p settings, good 100p settings, and good S&Q settings, in my opinion, is the best balance between data rate, quality, and flexibility. So that's all. Thank you for watching. I hope that was helpful. See you. Bye bye.